So I wasn't filming really any of this process, but we'll kick it off. We just copped an Accord, driving F-150 Eco Booster, and I've been on the hunt for a reliable Econo box for a friend. We finally got this after a super long stint of not having any luck with any vehicles. The big issue is there's no gas in this thing. So first stop, we are here, about to fill it up. So here we are whipping this. It's got 177 on it. It's an 08 with a clean title. And I just picked it up for $2,500, which I think is really good. We can go over all of the details of the car when we get back. It needs a detail, it needs a windshield, and then the struts aren't the worst thing. They're fine for like the highway, but they make a little bit of noise. So I negotiated, I said, hey, it needs all new struts on all four, because there was noise in the back and noise in the front, and you don't want to do just one. And so just the parts alone, $400, and a new windshield is this much. And they said, no, you could get a junkyard windshield, and it's at the bottom where the crack is for $100. So I was like, okay, we're at 3. I brought your 3. I'll give you 3, but it needs an oil change because it's like 10% until it's due or whatever. And then it needs a strut, and then the windshield's cracked at the bottom. And so I'll give you ideally 22. That's what I started at. They said I'll come down a couple hundred to 28, and I was like 25. That's 400 for the strut and 100 for a junkyard windshield, and we locked it down at that. So I just got this $6,500 car for $2,500. Now, of course, it's not going to actually go for that much. They never do. But I am very confident that it's at least a $4,000 car, and for the purpose that it's going to serve, which is a fuel efficient, good gas mileage vehicle that doesn't cost a lot, so there's not much sales tax, and just easy peasy to maintain actual miles, which is rare because frickin' everything that I was looking at was rolled or rebuilt, which is just a pain. Anyway, I have a friend who's not into cars whatsoever, and they need something that's good on gas, cheap, and that they could bank on for a while. And they keep sending me these Kias and the Ford Focuses that have the transmission problems and all these junkers that aren't made to last like over 100,000 miles, and they have 100,000 miles on them. And I'm like, no, don't buy one. But they need something desperately. So I was like, let's get you a vehicle that you can buy, drive in the interim, sell it for more, and then use that to offset your payment on the Prius or on the Camry, Corolla, Civic Hybrid, whatever you want to keep with low miles that we get for a good deal, that you can be more discerning, take your time with buying, and then you can roll whatever profit you made on this Accord, or we didn't know what it was going to be an Accord, but on this Accord now, into like whatever your loan is, because they're not in a bold financial position. But they have $2,500 to spend. I have $2,500 to spot them, so it's really not a concern. And yeah, we're cruising. I'll get back to the shop. We're actually going to probably detail this at the dealership and clean it up a little bit, put a big bow on it and surprise them. So anyway, see you when we see ya. So here's the Accord. We just got to the service bay by the lot. Wish we would have gotten that instead. Anyway, we just added a little bit of oil, power steering fluid, topped off the windshield, wiper fluid. The rest is good. Dirty engine bay, super disgusting fogged headlights. So we got a Rain-X kit, not sponsored. The hood is in good shape. Here's the crack in the windshield I was talking about. It runs along the bottom, so it's not a big deal. The wheels are super dirty, but the tire tread is good. The body's pretty straight otherwise, and then there's a little bit of rust starting here on both sides, but it's not too bad. Moving on to the interior, super quick. There's some of my old stuff, but it has these like all-weather floor mats, some Huskies that are custom fitted, which is nice. Decent interior. Sound system's good, heat is good. So anyway, we'll crank out these headlights, give it a wash, give it a bath, because like this thing is kind of filthy. You can see it back here. She needs some love. So we just got the headlights sprayed. I'm covered in little spots from the buffing compound. Co-pilot Zach is here whipping to the car wash. We got some heavy duty acid to take off all the grime on the wheels. We're gonna clean the engine bay because it was spraying the headlight stuff everywhere, and then just make it nice because it was filthy, and we should be good to go, all set. And here is just how filthy and grimy these wheels are before we spray it with the acid. It's gonna come right off. So we are here finally home in the garage with the car, and it looks awesome. You can see the headlight is visible, clear now. These wheels look nearly new. The tires are awesome. The body is clean, and there's a little issue right there. There's the crack in the windshield. Anyway, here's the interior. I never got to show it to you, despite obviously being in here before, but this thing was filthy. I had to do all the door jams, vacuum everything out. We sprayed these floor liners at the car wash, the floor mats. And then back here, you can see super spacious, super nice. Vacuumed out the trunk, got that taken care of. And this was pretty cool. We had a radio transmitter in here, so that'll be nice for listening to music. Anyway, super nice on the inside. We have the Yankee car jars, some Seaside woods right there, and hit the rust with a little bit of white fingernail polish just so it looks a little bit better. But here you can see from the back end, it looks good. It's super clean. And just overall, I'm super happy, super content with how this thing turned out, especially for the price. It books for $65, we paid $25, and it's gonna be a stellar car for a long time, and then go on to sell for hopefully somewhere in the 4s, maybe even touching the 5s. So I think that's it for now. This thing looks awesome. We'll have to slap a bow on it right here and give it to the new owner. So we're here with the Accord. Just want to wrap up the story and the background on this thing. I got some awesome pictures actually right here. I'll throw them on the screen right here so you can see them. Really highlighted and showcased the car well. As you can see, good tires, all that. I posted it yesterday. I had someone here today test driving it. I'm gonna get inside because it's cold. Had someone here today test driving it and posted it for $5,500. They were stoked on it. They're the kind of person that wanted a PPI done. And so they took it to a mechanic shop, got a PPI, got it inspected, and they said, of course, the only thing that was wrong were the struts. So posted for $55, $100 per strut. Looking it up on the rear, knocked off $200 off the price and have it locked down for $5,300, which is nuts. So this thing has sold. We more than doubled our initial investment and nearly doubled our total cost into this thing on an awesome car. Sorry, the car jar got in the way. Anyway, awesome car, drives great. Obviously, I didn't get to document too much of the journey or the driving because it's just a little daily. But she sold $5,300, which is nuts. It's so good. And it's proof that you can drive anything that you need, whether it's an enthusiast vehicle, a supercar, or just some normal Econobox daily driver, and do so profitably. So if you like this video, give it a like, drop a comment down below, tell me what you thought. And if you're interested in learning how to make automotive money, then click the link down below. I'll see you there.